Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? This evening, it's another late one, 25 to 11. Seems to be my go-to. I spend the day with Auntie. We watch TV in the evening. I usually come down here about 9 o'clock. I've got a few people I chat to every evening, friends and my peeps who are going through the same thing I'm going through. So we're all kind of a little bit of a community right now, just supporting each other. And it's been insane, the amount of people. I think 10, including myself, who have split in the last 2 months. I'm the farthest down the trail, so I guess maybe the feeling is that I'm the one that's maybe the best support. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm the only one that was married. And I do feel that that elevates things a little bit, I do think, albeit that I was probably with my partner the least amount of time, but was the dumbass that got married. So anyway, and then that leaves me at this time of night, just before bedtime, where I am happy to chitty chat with you and show you a bag. So, Leather Bag Lady weather report. It was cold today. Beautifully sunny, no snow, but it was pretty cool today. But I did venture out today and I did go and start my car just to make sure it's running, and I got a couple of bags out of it so that I could show you. So what I'm going to show you this evening is the vintage Aldo. I love Aldo bags. I really do. I loved them back in the 80s and 90s when I was purchasing them as a younger woman in my, early 20s and early and late 20s, I guess. I wasn't. How old would I have been in the 90s? Because I married the kid's dad in 94 and I was 24. So, yeah. So in my, late teens, early 90s, I gravitated towards Aldo's leather because it was just such great quality. Now, Aldo is a Canadian company out of Montreal. They do still have bags, but you'll be hard pressed to find a leather bag. Now, Calderon, which is a brand I mention a lot because that's so Aldo was kind of the young person's leather person shoe store, and Calderon was kind of the more mature woman's purse and shoe store. But I seem to gravitate towards the aesthetic that Calderon had to offer. I wasn't really into like over the top designs. I've always been a very classic person. So I like the browns. I like the mahogany browns. I like very simple classic styling. And Calderon seemed to have that. Now, I've decided that I'm going to try and find all my history. When I first started my channel in 2020, I had a whole slew of brand history for Louis Vuitton, Prada, like all the big brands, and then just kind of trickled down to some of the kind of mall brands, which Aldo was one of them. So, a family-run business out of Montreal, Canada, and Calderon was the same. Now, Aldo bought Calderon out. I do believe Calderon had like 17 locations, kind of in the GTA. And I was in Brock. I went to Brock University the end of, so they were in Niagara region as well, because I think in the Penn Center they had a Calderon location. Because I started at Brock 88, 89, and I would have been 20, 21. So, so very Southern Ontario, GTA, Niagara region, Golden Horseshoe area. And then Aldo bought them out. And in the 90s, I want to say 97. So this is what I'm talking about. I haven't done these specific history pieces. And there was actually a YouTube channel that targeted luxe brands specifically. So when I started my channel in 2020, all the information I had was already a year or two old then, because I would just sit at night and take notes, and kind of thought about doing something with those notes, but didn't dream I would start a YouTube channel. And COVID hit, and I kind of launched my Etsy shop. And basically, my YouTube channel came out of being asked questions regarding my Etsy listings that were clearly already in the listings. Like, I understand people are busy, they maybe don't have the attention span. I have a very, very short attention span. But they were asking me questions that were clearly in the listing, and I was getting really frustrated. So I thought, you know what, why don't I attach a small video? And I actually did that before Etsy launched their video element of their listing process, I do believe. So I was a little bit of a trailblazer, I'm gonna say. But anyway, enough background into what I'm about to show you. Here we go. Now, it is showing a very black in on the camera, but it is not. It is mahogany brown. It is that kind of 90s long shoulder strap bag. It is just beautiful. The smell. Oh my God, the leather smell is so beautiful. Nice base on it. Gusseted sides. There is a little bit of color loss on the edging, but I will take care of that. That's kind of my realm of refurbishing. There's your Aldo collection. The straps are in great shape. You've got, woo-hoo-hoo, good catch. You've got two magnetic button compartments. You've got a leather edged zipper compartment. There is your Aldo, made in Canada. So we're kind of talking roots quality. So you've got two compartments here. There's nothing on this side. And then you have a zipper divider here. Oh, this bag smells amazing. So what I wanted to say to you is, if you want information on this bag, I've been working on my business plan for 2025, and I've pretty well gone month by month based on where my life stands right now. So January, I will be gone for a week. So, but I'm not going to be back at home. I'm not going to be back at home functionally until after I get back. So, between the first 2 weeks of the month, I'm hair appointments, dental appointments, visiting with people, and then I'm going to go home for 3 or 4 days. I've got to go to the travel agent. I've got to get some paperwork done there, and then off I go on my trip when I get back. Then I will knuckle down and start reactivating my listings on my leatherbaglady.com and in my Etsy shop. And then February, so I've just kind of gone down, I talked about this yesterday, to have multiple streams. So I have my Etsy shop, I have my shop at the shed, which is my leatherbaglady.com. I have my shows, which I do in person. And as I said yesterday, I have a whole part of, the GTA that I have never sold to before. So it's kind of exciting. I have the library in Grand Valley where I'm going to do monthly shows. Hopefully I can pick up another couple of small town libraries, which will allow me to host a show in their community room. Typically, they don't let you rent it for a profit-based reason. But Grand Valley, I don't have the main employees stamp on that. I think a lot of the employees are part-time, whatnot. I've heard from two of them that I'm going to be able to host a sale at the library in Grand Valley. Then there is going to be my beach sales. Then there's going to be sales I can host at the park. So what I'm going to be doing is just kind of taking each of those 7 or 8 outlets and just really concentrating on how to improve them. I'm gonna, not that I want to edit my videos. I don't. Like AKA the bag lady, I don't edit anything. Even if I knew how to do it, I wouldn't do it. I think the rawness and the realness. I mean, I've had so many subscribers, share with me like it's, I'm sitting across the kitchen table from them having a conversation. And I know that is quite a unique gift to have. And I enjoy it a great deal. I have no interest in editing. But what I am going to work on is my titles, and I am going to teach myself. I mean, the thumbnail I don't think is difficult. I know back in the day I tried to figure it out and I just didn't have the patience for it. But I am going to try and do a thumbnail with, just a shot of me wearing the bag. Because I wanted to do 300, what was it called? 365 days of bags. It's not going to work because from now until the end of April, I'm going to be gone for so much of it that it's not going to work. So maybe that might be something I will save for next year. I mean, God knows, like 2026, God knows where I'll be in 2026. Because if you follow me with any degree of regularity, you know how crazy quickly my life can change. We all have the ability to flip flop and whatever. I enjoy adventure. I enjoy new experiences. I'm not scared of making changes. I'm not scared of new experiences, not scared of any of that. And the fact that I've kind of gotten my life back, I really want to make the most of it. And I'm healthy. I'm not limited in any way. I want to make the most of it as I have a freaking hot flash, which is, yes, I am 56, almost 57 in a few weeks. And I am menopausal and, I'm getting older. So I want to take advantage of, the fantastic life I'm living right now. Still little ups and downs every now and again, but nothing like it was. And I will say this forever. I have you guys to thank for that. Just getting a little reflective coming into the new year and just, what I've been through this year and how much support I have gotten from complete strangers and how much support I have gotten from, friends that I have not seen since high school, that I have not spoken to since high school, friends that were very, very, very close friends, but I haven't, seen or spoken to them in 10, 15 years. It has been just the most amazing experience because I really doubted myself in the life that I've had in the last 5, 6 months. I doubted my own integrity. I doubted my own character. I doubted my own ability to recognize dysfunction, dishonesty, the difference between chemistry and character. Like I've really had to do a lot of work to kind of put where I fit into all this. I've never experienced, I've been married 3 times. So let's suggest that marriage is not for this girl. So, do I think I'm going to be on my own for the rest of my life? Absolutely not. Am I going to be buried? Absolutely not. And more than likely, I'm not going to ever live with anybody again. It's not the role I want. I don't want to be the mom. I don't want to be the caretaker. I don't want to be the problem solver. I don't want to be the money manager. I don't want to be the domestic diva. I don't want to be any of those things. Can I be those things for myself? Absolutely. Because, if I want to do something at midnight, like I am now, I would never be able to do this previously. It would be too noisy. It would be too disruptive, whatever. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. Have a little tattoo that says that exact what I want, when I want, how I want, with whom I want. So just a little background into me and, where I'm headed and just, how I am kind of preparing myself for the new year. It's me. If you follow me with any degree of regularity, you know I go off on tangents, and it's really kind of nice for those tangents not to be about a certain person and how sad I am and how, you know, not really feeling that anymore. I just feel great. I really do. So back to the bag. If you would like to get a price quote for this bag, please reach out to me. I'm not listing it. It won't be listed for a while. But if this is something that you really think you want to get a jump on, let me know, because it's probably going to be in the $80, $85 price range. And, you know, that includes shipping and that's that. So, actually, it doesn't include shipping anymore. How did I change it up? There's a $5 flat rate Canadian shipping fee and a $5 flat rate US shipping fee. Does that cover the shipping? Absolutely not. So we share the shipping. Anything to the US is, you know, almost $25. And I've had a shipping cost of $17 in my own city before. So it is a little troublesome. So anyway, that is today's bag. Beautiful Aldo collection, 1990s, Canadian made, just absolutely on the floor, stunning. Oh my God, that was a hot flash and a half. So didn't do anything today, stayed home. I made dinner for Auntie. Auntie had a busy day. She was out visiting my uncle. She's a hairdresser, or used to be a hairdresser, so she had a lady's hair to do today. And we just hung out this evening and watched if you're Scottish, you will know what the still game is. If you're not, don't even bother watching it, because you will not understand a word. But we laughed our faces off tonight. And Auntie's having some breathing issues. So, I mean, it was really hard for her. At one point, I said, we should turn this off because you can't breathe right now. You're laughing so hard. She's having a breathing test first thing in the morning, so she wasn't able to use any of her puffers all weekend. So, anyway, so a lot of my friends and family celebrated, you know, Christmas events this weekend. So hopefully, you know, you all were safe and driving. The weather was fine, just really, really cold. My propane is flying out of the tank again. So I think I'm at 34% right now. And I mean, it was filled the first or second day that I was here, which was like December 4th. So it's been what, 3 weeks? I think it was $386 to fill that tank, and it'll maybe last a month. So, and I mean, my furnace is down at 60, 65 for a good chunk of, you know, 65 for 2 weeks and 60 for a week. So clearly I have some work to do at the trailer, but that's fine. I will get that done. And like I said, just working on my business plan, working on kind of going back to an original plan that I had when I first met He Who Shall Not Be Mentioned. I had scheduled myself to actually go to different communities, stay there, and do like 3 shows back to back, because I love staying in hotels. I just do. You know, partly it was to get out of the house that I owned. I hated it so much, but I do. I like the change of scenery. I like the change of pace. I just like it. So I think I'm going to go back to that to a certain extent. So yeah, just kind of getting my groove back on, and just keeping up the connections that I have reestablished since this whole thing started. I want to keep those friendships going. I want to keep the connections strong, just out of appreciation more than anything. Tomorrow, Monday, it is kind of 23rd of December. I don't think I have anything else to do. All the gifts for family back in St. Catharines, Hamilton are already there. A couple of gifts for, Auntie and my cousin. And that is it. We will just do our thing. And I will talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure. I've got a couple more items that I was able to retrieve from my car. And yeah, that is about it. So sleep well, everybody. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.